Chapter 1. Introduction. Why women don't chase the average man. Men, let's start with the brutal truth. Most women will never chase the average man. Not because women are heartless or shallow, but because psychology doesn't work that way. Attraction is not about fairness. It's not about who tries the hardest, who sends the sweetest messages, or who sacrifices the most. In fact, the more you sacrifice your own value for a woman, the less she respects you. Women are not wired to chase men who put them on a pedestal. They're wired to chase men who stand strong on their pedestal and invite her to rise up to him. Now, here's the key. Stoicism has already taught us this. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The man who controls himself, who doesn't bend his entire existence around a woman, instantly becomes more attractive because she can feel that he values his inner world more than her validation. Think about it. If you've ever chased a woman, overtexted her, begged for her attention, you know how quickly she loses interest. But when you're calm, centered, and detached, suddenly she's the one wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Does he not see my value? Is there something special about him? This is where psychology and Stoicism meet. Desire isn't built by giving everything freely. Desire is built by creating space, by being self-controlled, by holding back just enough to make her lean forward. This script isn't about manipulation. It's about self-mastery. Because once you master yourself, you'll naturally create the magnetic energy that makes women chase you. Chapter 2. The Stoic Secret. Detachment creates desire. Detachment is the foundation of attraction. In modern dating, most men fail because they are desperate for an outcome. They want her to like them. They want her to validate them. They want her to choose them. And this desperation leaks through their words, their tone, their energy. A Stoic man is different. He knows he cannot control whether she likes him. He cannot control her moods, her decisions, her emotions. But he can control himself. This mindset is powerful because it removes pressure. You are no longer clinging to her attention. You are no longer afraid of losing her. You are simply present, enjoying the moment, grounded in your own value. Psychologically, this creates what we call reverse investment. When you pull back emotionally, a woman feels a gap, and human beings are wired to close gaps. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Does he not see my value? Is there something special about him? Seneca said, "He who needs riches least enjoys riches most." The same principle applies in dating. The man who needs a woman least attracts her the most. Detachment is not coldness. It's not acting arrogant. It's simply living in a way where her validation is not your oxygen. You are already full. You are already complete. She can add to your life, but she can't define it. That quiet strength creates curiosity, and curiosity creates the chase. Chapter 3. Emotional control, the psychology of unshakable masculinity. Now let's talk about emotional control. A woman will test you, not because she's evil, but because biology demands it. She needs to know if you are truly strong or if you will crumble under pressure. The Stoics called this preparation for adversity. Epictetus taught that you should rehearse misfortunes in your mind so when they come, you are not shaken. Apply this to women. When she pulls away, when she ignores your message, when she flirts with another man, most men panic. They get jealous. They argue. They beg. They reveal that their emotions are completely dependent on her actions. But the Stoic man, he remains calm. He observes without overreacting. He stays grounded in his frame. This calmness is intoxicating to a woman. Why? Because in her psychology, calmness equals strength. When you are unshaken by her test, you send the signal, I am a man who cannot be controlled by emotions. I am bigger than this moment. And suddenly, she feels smaller, while you feel larger. Attraction shifts. She begins to chase your validation instead of the other way around. Think of it this way. Storms are temporary. A mountain never moves. Be the mountain. Chapter 4. The power of mystery. Why she craves what she can't fully have. Let's face it, humans are wired to want what they can't fully understand. Mystery is magnetic. When you reveal everything about yourself too soon, you kill curiosity, and curiosity is the oxygen of desire. The Stoics lived with restraint. They believed in moderation, in not indulging every impulse, in keeping parts of life private. This restraint, when applied to dating, becomes mystery. Don't rush to explain your entire life story on the first date. Don't overshare every feeling in a flood of text. Leave space. Leave questions unanswered. Why? Because the mind chases what it doesn't fully know. A woman who can predict every move you'll make will get bored. But a woman who wonders what you'll do next, who feels like there's always another layer to discover, will chase you endlessly. Psychology confirms this. We value what is scarce, not what is abundant. If she feels like she already has all of you, she stops investing. But if she feels like she only has glimpses of your world, she will lean in, trying to earn more access. Mystery isn't about manipulation. It's about living a life so full and purposeful that she can never consume it all. And that makes her chase. Chapter 5. Scarcity and value. Why less attention creates more attraction. Attention is the new currency, and in the dating market, men spend it recklessly. Most men drown women in attention, liking every photo, replying instantly, chasing endlessly. And what happens? Their value plummets. The Stoic man understands scarcity. He knows his time and energy are limited, therefore precious. He does not give unlimited access. He invests wisely. Psychologically, this scarcity raises your value. When your attention is rare, she treasures it. When it's constant, she takes it for granted. Think about diamonds. They are valuable because they are rare. If diamonds fell from the sky daily, nobody would care. The same applies to your attention. Stoicism teaches discipline, to control your impulses, to resist instant gratification, to use restraint. By giving less attention, you force her to step up, to chase you, to prove herself worthy of more access. This isn't playing games, it's living with self-respect. And self-respect is the most attractive trait a man can display. Chapter 6. Boundaries. The silent test every woman gives a man. Every woman, consciously or unconsciously, tests a man's boundaries. She doesn't do this to be cruel. She does it to find out, is this man strong enough to lead myself and me? Here's what most men don't realize. The moment you let a woman walk all over your standards, she loses respect. And once respect dies, attraction follows. A Stoic man understands boundaries as part of living in accordance with nature. Epictetus reminded us, "You may fetter my leg, but even Zeus himself cannot overpower my will." In dating, this means if she respects you, you call it out calmly. If she plays games, you don't get sucked in. You walk away if needed. If she demands you abandon your values, you stand firm. Psychologically, boundaries create polarity. They signal to her subconscious, this man values himself more than he values pleasing me. That is rare. That is attractive. Without boundaries, you are clay she can mold. With boundaries, you are stone she must respect. Here's the paradox. The man who says no earns more yeses because women chase the man they cannot fully control. Chapter 7. Purpose over pleasure. How Stoic men naturally attract women. The most magnetic men are not the ones who chase women, but the ones who chase purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote daily about duty, not desire. He lived for something higher than pleasure, and ironically, that discipline gave him more admiration, loyalty, and legacy than the men who lived only for indulgence. The same principle applies in relationships. When your life is built around chasing women, you become less attractive. But when your life is built around mission, career, fitness, craft, growth, you radiate strength. Psychology calls this pre-selection. Women are drawn to men who already have value, who already inspire respect from others, who are already busy building something meaningful. Purpose creates scarcity of time. Purpose creates discipline. Purpose creates magnetism. And here's the twist. When women see you grounded in your purpose, they instinctively want to be part of your journey. They start to chase your attention, hoping to earn a place in your world. So don't chase women. Chase your mission. Because a man with a mission will never lack women, but a man who chases women will always lack a mission. Chapter 8. The Masculine Frame. Calmness that makes her chase.